Beautiful good morning to everybody. Welcome to the weekly gospel. I'm your host, amazing Katamanda. I almost said something else, but anyway, thank God that I'm back in my senses. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. It's a weekend. You know what it is. You know what it means. We get to bring you people, your favorite gospel ministers. You get to request for them and then we get to bring them. So this is a platform that's meant for the upcoming artists to show us their works, and also established artists for us to just get to know them better or beyond their music, want to know what they're up to, what they do besides music. So if there's someone that you want to see, there's that one minister that you don't know, you feel like you need to know more about them, please make use of the numbers that are on your TV screens. Get to call us and tell us the name of that gospel minister, gospel artist, and then we'll get to bring them right here. You know, we're not just another channel. And I'm your host, the amazing Katamanda. I'm always on your TV screens every Saturdays at 10:45, and I bring different personalities. Anybody who is involved in the music industry, it doesn't matter. They're producers, they're what, we just get to bring them here so that we just get that understanding, especially for those who are aspiring to be gospel ministers. It's to be specific, those who want to do music, because if I say gospel ministers, it could be you know, the word and all, but we're talking about music right here. So today I'll be joined by some of you know him, some of you don't know him, but anyway, this show, that is why it is there for you guys, so that you get to know everybody. So if you have any comments, any contributions, and of course looking at the festive season that we are in, what plans do you have? What are you thanking God for? Are you grateful for anything? Do you have any testimonies? What is it that you want to thank God for today? Or just, you know, starting from January, now we're in December, how have you seen God come through for you? Share those testimonies with us. And of course, if you want to share, if you want to wish somebody a happy birthday, or you just want to pass a shout out, you might as well feel free to do that using the numbers that are on your TV screens. We're not restricting you. This is an interactive show. We want to get to know each other. Yeah, so call us, tell us where you're watching us from, and not forgetting, you know, my Kopala people, it's been long since I roasted some of you. I missed you and I missed teasing you. Please come through for us today. If you know someone who's experiencing load shedding in their area, make sure that you tell them to stream us live on our Facebook page. So we are live on our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube channel. And you know where it is? It's at Kame TV. Anyway, without further ado, let me not waste much of your time. Let's just go to our first video of the day. And this one is coming from CHIBAMBA with a song titled Umweo Wandi. So let's enjoy that song. He'll be joining me on the other side. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right.
Tekwali muntu tata winganga fwefyo winganga fwa. Tekwali muntu tata winga isokolola efyo isokolola. Defwa yokumishiwa. Defwa yesenge na iwe. Kukabila kwandi tata wishiwa iwe. Umutima wandi tata tawatushe baka mwisokolole. Dekabila iwelesa, dekabila cheche, dekabila iwe, awe.
Mwe wandu kwa mula imwe wafye. Jesus, ndimi kwaya, kwikala kwandi fyose vyandi, kwa mula imwe tapali. Ni mwen fiancé, Kabila. Ni mwen fiancé, ni mwen fiancé, ni mwen fiancé. Hey! Ni mwen fiancé, ni mwen fiancé, ni mwen fiancé, Kabila. Ni mwen fiancé.
Everything about our life is in you, yes. The creator universe. We honor you,
thank
Lord.
You, Father.
We bless your name, El Shaddai.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed, our God is everything. Good morning once again to everybody that's just joining us for the very first time. You are welcome. This is the weekly gospel. We get to bring you our family, because yes, you're our family. I'm saying family because you're our family. We get to bring you your favorite personalities right into the comforts of your homes. As we all know that COVID is still around and we have to be more careful than we have ever been. So you need to stay at home so that we just bring you your favorite personalities, and then you just get to enjoy from home with that glass of cold juice, because we know it's very hot. So you need to stay at home. Stay safe, please. And for comments and contributions, you can feel free to text us using the numbers that are on your TV screens. And I'm your host, the amazing Katamanda. Yes, that's my name. Also, when you call us, just let us know where you're calling from, and don't forget, you know the number one rule: when you call us, you turn down the volume on your TV set. Today, like I said, I am joined by Chibamba. He is new in the game. Please help me welcome him. And of course, let's just get to know him more for what he does, how the journey has been for him so far. Chibamba, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me in the studio.
When you came in, you were just all serious and whatnot. It's good to see that smile, eh? It's good to see the smile.
Yeah. Wow,
the joy of the Lord is our strength, you know, and joy comes in the morning.
Yeah,
so
sure.
it just has to be there all the time.
Yeah, sure.
So please, first things first, who is Chibamba?
Wow, what a beautiful question. So Chibamba is a born-again Christian, one who believes in God, basically entirely, believing in God and believes in purpose and believes in the power of destiny.
Okay.
So when it comes to that, I'm well equipped.
Okay, so now I have a question for you, because you said you believe in purpose and destiny. There are a lot of people who like confuse things. Some don't even know what a purpose is. So can you please just let us know, because on this show we want to learn, we want to be motivated, we want to be inspired, we want to be encouraged. Please, what is the purpose?
Purpose is basically the reason for your creation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when you are born, you should know that God doesn't do anything without any reason. So anything that he brings on board should have a reason why he has brought it on board. So if you are a human being that God has created and brought on earth, that means there is a purpose. God has got something that he has planned. That's why he has brought you on the board.
Yeah.
So purpose is the reason for existence.
Okay, so I hope that you are taking notes even as you're watching the show. You know, I always advise people that when you're watching the Weekly Gospel, make sure that you just have your pen and paper and start taking notes, because this is where you're going to learn some of the do's and don'ts about music. Not only music, but also when it comes to your spiritual life. So this is the show where we just sit down and digest together on the Word of God and just learning, like I said earlier, some of the do's and don'ts. Yeah, so now that you have tell us who you are, please tell us, when did you start music and what prompted you to get into the music industry?
Wow, you know, if you're going to ask me when I started music, then I'm not going to give you a specific answer to that.
Don't tell me you were that person. You know, I've heard people who are saying, no, I started singing when I was on my diapers when I was 3 years old. How do you remember things that happen when you're 3 years old?
All right, so, okay, what I would say is music has really been in me from my childhood. Okay, I grew up with that inspiration to become a musician, and specifically gospel musician. So I grew up with that understanding within myself. So I grew up with it, and I maintained the same norm throughout the years. To the time I now thought of going commercial, which was last year, 2020.
2020,
yes, that's when I decided to go commercial. But I've been singing and I've been in this for a long period of time. Yes.
Okay, so which song was your favorite during the time that you were like growing up? Like maybe that song that would always come to mind when you're sad, when you're happy. I'm sure there's just always that song that would, you know, comfort you and just bring you to a place of like, oh, it's okay, it's all right. What song was it?
All right. So, of course, there were many songs, but I'll just go with what used to inspire me when I was still young, a little bit younger. The likes of Nathaniel Renda.
And I'm going to ask you to sing that song. Just give us an acapella. Yes. Just give us an acapella so we just get to hear thy voice. We want to hear thy voice.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a song I used to love from him, and that was When Makofi Yandi winenuka we mutima wandino besalapuka oh vimwandanshi nemipashi yako wela Tete fichimfe lesa wamwe.
Okay. Now we know that the voice is there because we have people like me who say we can sing, but tell me to sing. Jesus is Lord. Anyway, thank you for giving us that a cappella.
Yeah,
so now, you gave us an example of the people that you are listening to the most, which is Nathan Yerenda. Who else, and how did they like impact you?
Great.
And how are they influencing your ministry right now?
Great. Wow, that's a very good component, I think, because sure, music is broad, and you don't just you don't get one thing from one artist. As a musician, I know everybody who is watching there and who is a gospel musician or a musician in any manner, they'll tell you music has got so many components. So you get something from this artist, from the other artist, from the other artist, and you come up with your own. Then you're going to take it in your own style, because what makes a difference, or what makes an artist different, is their style. Yeah, everybody has got a voice. They can sing in anywhere. But now the thing is the style. So am I coming up, listening to Nathan Yerenda, listening to Joyce Mwanza, listening to Jojo Mwangaza, listening to many other artists, was really great. So it brought in a form of rumba from this artist, a form of soft touch from this artist, a form of the other touch from the other artist, and that really gave me the courage and the better way to understand music to the point where I am today. So I really appreciate that fact.
So how do you describe your music right now?
Wow. My music is about the spirit man growing in a human being, okay, which I believe is the most important part, because we are a spirit living in a human body. Yeah, so that means the bigger component of us is the spirit man. Once the spirit man has got no direction, then you are assured that your entire life is going to be without any direction. So my music is about growing the spirit man, making somebody understand that we are a spirit living in a human body, and that is the major piece of my music. Your spirit man has to grow. Your mind has to be enhanced and has to be strengthened to understand life in general in the light of God's word. That's it.
Okay. You are talking about something that's very serious. This is something that we don't realize, that the spiritual things are more real than the physical things.
Yeah, in fact, the Bible says that which we see was...
Yes, exactly. So why is it just important for you to just bring that message out of, it's like you're advocating for people to come to a realization that the spiritual things, or a spiritual man, is more important than the physical. You are a youth.
Yeah.
Those are things that would find maybe the older generation, probably our parents, like maybe our grandparents, are people who would be more concerned about the spirit things and the physical things, but with us the youth, it's like, I just need to be available for God to use me. We don't really pay attention. So why is it so important for you to just bring that message across to every young person, or every person that just listens to your music?
Wow, great. The earth and the fullness of it belongs to God. Like I mentioned in my preamble, that we are meant to, we are formed by God for a specific reason. Now, if you are to go in the Bible says God created us for his own pleasure. So that means when God looks at, like in the beginning when he says, after creating, he says it is good. Now that means we are formed for his pleasure. So whether, pleasing God is not only preaching the Bible or maybe singing gospel or the other thing. You are a journalist or any other person. Whatever you are doing in that way, serving somebody, you are serving God. You are serving God. So I feel it's very important in our world today to bring about the growth of the spirit man, because that's who we are, and we always have to understand. We always have to understand that at the end of it all, we have to answer questions. That is to our Maker. Our Maker will have to question us over one or two things that has put under our own responsibility. And that's why I think the message of growing our spirit man is very important, especially in our time, especially with the moral decay that we are having in our days today. The moral decay is too much everywhere. So I think it's also good that we keep in touch. Yes.
Awesome. So a little bit, you told me that you're a pastor. So I want to know how you like juggling things, how are you balancing things between, like, you know, being a pastor is not an easy thing, because you always have to be like there, not only just like in the pulpit, but just being there for people every time they need you. Like, Pastor, this is what I'm going through. I need prayers, or I need help in this way and that way. You have to be there. So how are you juggling things between the ministry of music and also just the ministry of you standing in front and just, you know, doing your thing?
All right. So I'm basically a gospel minister. A gospel minister, and of course I preach the word of God here and there, and I'm also working.
Yeah. So how are you balancing things?
So it's really not easy, but I mean, if you're committed and if you know what you want in life, you always find a way to balance things, you know, to prioritize things. You know, you need to, anything that you love. You know, when I say I love doing something, it means I put that thing first. So if I say that gospel music is what I love, it means I have that thing first in myself. So no matter what happens, whether, you know, if I go into the other world, I see a sister and I'm telling her I love her, it means I'm trying to tell her that she's the first person that has come into my heart. So that means before I do it, that means even if I'm very busy at work, I always find time to keep in touch with that person. So it doesn't matter. You are committed, that's what you want. You always find time for that thing. Whether at night, for example, my first music record, I did it always at night because I had no time during the day. I was at work. So it was after working, you work, and after you've knocked off, you are tired from there, straight to the studio. And you spend some hours there doing your music. So you see that was a love for music. So it didn't matter I was working and all that. I just had to find time because that was the first thing that was within myself.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you this. Yes. You said you've been doing music for as long as you can remember. You don't even know the year, how you started and whatnot, but the memories that you have is that you've just been singing. So why did you decide now to take it into the studio? Because I believe then you were just either doing it live on stage or maybe just in church. So then why did you decide to just say, you know what, I need to get into the studio and I need to put my music out there?
You know, right now as we are talking, I don't think there's anybody who ever be, even God himself will not be happy after giving you, if you buy something nice for a child to wear, and then they put it on and then they're just in the house, they're not going outside. You know, you will not feel good because of course in the house you will say, he or she is looking good. But you've bought that thing and you wanted you wanted them to be seen by people outside. You won't feel good that they wore that thing and they're just in the house. Even God himself will not feel good investing his grace in you, investing his resources, his revelations in you, and you remain in the house. You remain in the background. You're not doing anything. That's not going to be a good thing with God. So I said, okay, God has given me, has provided a grace, and has provided his knowledge through the word of God. So now I have to go out there and preach. Remember, it's about Jesus at the end of it. Gospel music is all about Jesus at the end of it all. We are preaching Jesus. This is Jesus we're talking about. So if I'm going to be talking Jesus within my domain, in the house, with my family, that's not going to be good. So it's better I go out there and preach. And preach, which is the major thing why we are evangelizing and we're always on the move. It's about Jesus known and taken throughout the world. You know, remember what happened even in the beginning of the church. They were there afraid in Jerusalem, in one place. And God brought persecution for them so that they would spread. Because God knew that without doing that, they were going to remain comfortable.
Okay.
So I said, I'm going to go there.
So which one do you prefer? Performing live or recording in the studio? Which one works out for you best? I know they're all working out, but which one works out for you best? Which one do you prefer?
Wow. Live is good.
Live is good.
Live is good.
Always, anytime, any day.
Live, because you are natural. And you're not going to be helped by... you're going to come out the way you are.
Nothing like spices.
Nothing like we're going to spice. We're going to, so they're going to get the natural voice that you have. So I love it when it's real. When somebody is able to get my actual voice. And like when I'm in the studio and I've done something. And then I bring it out, of course, being helped by computers, some devices, to make my voice sound something else.
Okay. So I have noticed, like, from the videos that I have seen that you've done, I've noticed that you featured other artists or other ministers, because now times have changed. They are called ministers. You have featured other artists. Is this something that you're doing? Is it an intentional act where you want to work with other people before you can just start doing something on your own, or you have projects that you have done on your own? Because the videos that I've seen, you have worked with other ministers. So is it something that you've done intentionally, or what's going on? What's happening?
All right. No, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. It's about spiritual networking. I've got many projects I've done on my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll be releasing, I think, one or two. I think I'll release one before the end of the year.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll release a song called Yanko. Jesus is the answer. And then next year I'll also release something that I've done on my own. But it's about spiritual networking. I think that we have to do this thing as a team. We have to do this thing as the body of Christ. So for me, it's not really about anything. It's just spiritual networking.
Okay.
We work with the people that are always around you, supporting you, being in check of you, and the people that you are in good terms with. And as you keep on moving, preaching the good news, and also about preaching everywhere. And that's it.
Okay. So viewers, if you're just joining us, this is the Weekly Gospel, and we come your way every Saturdays at 10:45, and we get to bring you your favorite gospel ministers. The only thing you have to do to see that favorite gospel minister that you would want to see or that you would want to know more of, make sure that you send us their names. You can either call us using the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, you can just send us a text or drop your comments on our Facebook page. Leave those names there. Tell us who you want to see. What are you looking forward to? You know, we are now in December. This is the first of season. What plans do you have? What expectations do you have for 2022? Are you scared to go into 2022? We want to hear all that. And of course, if you just want to say hi to somebody, you just want to pass a shout out, or you want to wish somebody happy birthday, feel free to call the numbers that are on your TV screens. And of course, if you have any queries for Pastor Chibamba, please call in and then ask him those questions that you want to know. And of course, if you just want to know how his journey has been, please use the numbers that are on your TV screens. Now, getting to you, Pastor Chibamba.
Yes.
I'm going to turn you into a TV host right now. We have to get to your second video because time is like running. It's just, I don't know, where it's rushing to. Yeah. But anyway, that is your camera. I think you should use the center camera. You should use his. So use this one. Introduce the second video that we're going to play.
Well, okay, so my second video is going to be Yahweh, a song entitled Yahweh. And this is just talking about God's person. You know, it's just describing his being. So I know that you'll be blessed by watching this music video. It's called Yahweh and is featuring Pastor Joshua, also known as PJN Joshua. So let's get to it right now. It's Yahweh, Chivamba featuring PJN Joshua.
You are still watching it. It is the Weekly Gospel. And I'm your host, the amazing Katamanda. And welcome for those that are just joining us for the very first time. Wow, yeah, you have missed something, but not a lot because we are still going on with the show. So for comments and contributions, make sure that you text us using the numbers that are on your screen. So we have 2 numbers that you can call us on. We also have one for text messages. So don't call on the one that you have to send your text messages to, right? And we are also live on our Facebook page. So leave your comments there, show us some love, love, share the live stream, also invite other people to like and share, so that we just get to know more about Pastor Chivamba. He's the one who I'm having today on the show. So for your comments, like I said earlier, if you have any queries for him, please feel free to call in. Pastor Omar, where are you at? Are you watching? Are you experiencing load shedding? What's happening over there? We miss you. If you can call us, please just call us out to let us know that you are okay, right? And Pastor Chivamba, please tell us more about the video we're just from seeing. Give us all the details, how it was producing that song, everything. I want to know everything. Please just bring us in.
Wow. That's really good. So that Yahweh video was my second work. Yeah, because I'd done something in 2020, and that was the second time I did something. And I done something, and then over the time, there was a song called To Change It. Some other people, they know the song. To Change It. To Change
so
It.
all the songs, because they are Bemba, does it mean that you have
I'm
to
not
sing
Bemba. I'm not even Bemba.
You're not, but why are you singing in Bemba?
I'm not even Bemba.
Oh, okay, funny enough, but you have all these titles.
I'm Ila. My father is Ila. My mother is Tonga.
So one day, are we going to see you do a song in Ila?
With time, I'll do that.
Or maybe you're one of those who's like me, like I can't even speak my mind. I'm ashamed to say this on TV, but then it is what it is. Like I just know a few things. About
Bemba?
No, like my language.
Yeah, what tribe are you?
I'm half Tumbuka and half Ngoni. I just know a few things from. It's not like I can't speak fluently. But anyway, it is what it is.
All right. So after I released that song, and well, it was good. It was nice, just seeing people's comments and all that, and I thought myself, I need to do something. So I went to the studio, and I was doing a song called Lesa Nimwe One Day Fire. So after I recorded that song, I wanted somebody who could promote the song. Somebody that is just good at promoting. And somebody gave me the line to Pastor Joshua, Pigeon Joshua.
Pastor, if he's watching, we salute you, because he's been doing the most when it comes to promoting upcoming artists. He's been doing the most, and he takes it so personal. Sir, we salute you and we bless God.
God bless that man.
Yes,
God bless that man. Yeah, God bless that man. You know, so somebody said, I've got somebody that can really help you promote what you want to promote. And I said, okay, fine, give me their line. And they gave me Pastor Joshua's line. So I spoke to him. The first day I spoke to him, he was very receptive. And he spoke so well and said, so I said, I would like us to do something, like a gospel collab. And he said, you're wasting time. Yes, he said, because I told him, I want us to do it at the month end, and then what, because I thought, you got a busy schedule, I know, you're always on the move, and so he said, no, let's do this thing.
You're just there, hands on, like, hey, let's get this thing done.
Let's get this thing done. And I was like, okay, fine. And one thing that I want to say as well is, most of us are always praying to God for open doors and everything. But the major question to ask yourself is, are you ready for open doors? Yes, that's one major question. Because it's not really good for you to always trouble God with your prayers for open doors, and then you are not prepared personally. So you have to get prepared first of all. That's a major question. So imagine I'm calling Pastor Joshua to say, let's do something. And he says, let's do it quickly, let's do it now. And then what if I told him, no, I have to compose the song, I have to write the song, because right now maybe I have to go and pray to God for one song and all that.
I'm sorry for laughing, but goodness. I love the fact that you are bringing out the real things. This is what the show is all about. We just want people to be as authentic. We want people to talk about real issues and not, beating around the bush. We want people to be as real as they can be. So thank you for bringing out that aspect, because a lot of us, we always pray, no, God, open doors, but we're not even ready for
You are not ready for that opportunity. I mean, it's dangerous even to give you that thing.
Unfortunately.
Yes. And God is a loving God. He's a jealous God. Definitely. So he will not give you success until he has seen that you are ready for it. And what comes after success? Because that's the major point. What comes after success? So you have to be ready before and after.
If someone says, come today, let's do this, you have to be ready.
To be ready. And when success comes, it comes with its own temptations and its own things. So you have to be a person who is ready for pre and pro.
Yeah. No. I must recommend, thank you for, you know, just bringing that one out. We are so excited. So now, please, working with him, how was the experience like?
Now, he is a very good person and very patient. Pastor Joshua is a very good person.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you can call that man at any time. You can call him at any time. You'll be there for your program. You can call him at any time. And unlike maybe you'll be thinking about, no, he's going to charge these people that amount, that person, that amount, that person, if I bring him on board. He's very good. He just be, okay, they want me to be there, okay, so, okay, as long as they want me to be there, whatever they have, like, whatever. I mean, this is ministry, this is ministry. I'm there for God. You know, so it is just an amazing person. So we came on board and I was working. I was always busy. We couldn't even meet in person.
Oh, no.
Doing the song. I'm telling you, we couldn't even meet in person. So we are always on phone. I'll go in the studio in the evening, do my part. You will come in the day, do something. You know, you give
some of us would have just said, no, he's not serious.
Yeah.
Can I just leave this person and
he's calling a very big person to work with him, and there's nowhere to be seen. But you know, he was really committed. He was like, no problem. I'll be at the studio at this time. And before you even know, you're thinking maybe I have to call him, push him, what and what, let's do that. Before you know it, you just send you a text message, boom, done.
Oh, no. He's the best. He's the best. God should bless him and his family. I think we need to pray for more people like him in the industry. So for you, you have just been in it for like 2 years? Not even like 2 years,
no,
just
like
one year.
1 year, some
months. Yeah. How has the experience been for you? Has it been easy at all? How has the response been from people? Are they welcoming you? Are they like, they're a bit skeptical? First, we need to see if he's really serious or what. How is the response from people? Now,
that's very good, because being serious is one thing. You know, whenever you are doing your art and whatever you are writing and whatever you are imagining and whatever you are praying about, you just have to aim at bringing your best and don't ever hesitate, procrastinate to say, I will bring this thing at that point and that point. And that's really because people will only get you the way you want them to get you. So if you are planning within your mind to say, no, this is just for a start, even people will take you as this is just for a start.
Yeah.
You know, so if people are, no, this is just a song, I want them maybe to get my good voice. They'll get that good voice.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually anything that you want people to get that they'll get from you.
Yeah.
So that's why for me it's from on your mark, seriousness. And so far the response from people has been good. And I just want to use this platform to say thank you. Family members and those people within my grounds and they have really been supportive and have always been there and have always encouraged me to continue singing, you know, even when it has been so hard, you know, because one thing that is there is really coming on board with your product. Yeah, you really have, you must make sure that your product is different from, because music is everywhere. So the thing is, what is making your music different from any other thing that people are listening to? And which is a very major component. So if your music is about motivation, stick to that. Yeah. And you have to make sure that it's motivational every time you come on board. And if it's about lifting people's spirits, let them be lifted. Every time that you come on board, let the song be spiritual and maintain that thing. Yes, because gospel music is in many ways. At the end of it all, it's about the spirit man. Yeah, it's about the spirit man. So you can decide to motivate people. It's good. It's all good.
So for you on your part, like which genre is your strength? I know there's Kalindula, there's Rumba, there's reggae, there's Kwaito, there's worship, there's praise. I don't know, whatever form, like whatever genre. For you, which one is your strength? Which one can you say, okay, me I flow in this area, even though I can do other things, but I just feel like my strength is, you know, like worship.
So I'll say right now, I do all kinds of music, but I would say I love doing three things, and that is worship, rumba, and kwaito.
Oh, okay. So those are things that you...
Oh, I love them.
Those are the genres.
I love
enjoying.
them. No. Oh, that one I will dance.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So should I make you dance some kwaito right now?
No problem. You have it.
Okay, so you came ready. You just came ready like,
I came ready for it.
I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this.
I came ready for the people. I came ready for the audience.
No, you see, you're so ready. From the 1 year plus that you have been in the industry, what are some of the challenges that you have faced, and how do you, like, you know, just rise above them and just make sure that you just outshine the challenges?
Wow, that's really a profound point you brought on board. I think from the time I started, it has always been, you know, gospel music needs resources. Any music you do needs resources.
Yeah.
You can imagine the secular artists, what they go through. I mean, sometimes I take time to just go through some for the purpose of learning and just gathering many. I mean, a lot of knowledge. You know, it needs a lot of resources. You can just imagine just coming up with one beautiful song. It will take you a lot of money because you have to put, after studio work, you come to your video production and whatever, you have to spend a lot of money. So it has been about, and you know, I've always supported myself. Nobody supporting it. I've always been on board doing everything. So it has been about, the challenge was always about resources, but I thank God I always had a way of planning my moves. I always had a way of planning my moves. So this time I've risen above it, and I know what to do whenever I want to do something. So I know what to do. Okay. Sure.
No, that's awesome. And I think we have a lot of young people who feel like, you know what, if there's any career that you can get into without money, without resources, or without an education, is music. Some people, that's the mentality that they have. They feel like, okay, because maybe I didn't go to school, I can just divert and just go into music. What word of advice do you have for such a person that thinks like that?
No, okay, for sure. Like for example, okay, like music, it has to do with your inherent gift. Yeah, you have a talent. Yeah, you have a gift. All that. But I think one component of success that we always have to know and think about. We always have to know one component of success. One thing that will always remain profound in any person's success is knowledge. Okay. The knowledge of what you do. The talent itself might be there. The gift itself might be there. But you need the knowledge of what you are doing. So it's not about going to school or what. There are many people that have got degrees but they're into music today. Yeah. You know?
But the thing, my point was me bringing in school, because we all know for you to get a better job, or for you to get, you know, that job that will give you at least
good pay,
good income, you need to go to school for you to have that good income. So people will just feel like, let me drop out of school, let me go and start music, thinking it's easy. They don't realize how expensive making music is. Yeah? That's my point. Not really that I'm saying, no, someone has to go to school.
I got you.
But of course, we are going to get to a place where at least you need to have like a paper to just back you up. Right? Sure. At some point, I believe we're going to get to that place where people would be required to go to school and just study music only. Yes. I believe someday we'll get to that. But for now, as it is, please go ahead with your point.
So if you are in school and you feel you have a passion for music, take it easy.
Should they drop out?
No, take it easy. Take it
relax.
Easy. Relax.
Be comfy.
All right? Relax. Relax. Go with the flow. Yeah. Go with the flow. Finish your studies and do everything. You will enjoy it when you are getting something and you are doing music. Okay. You will enjoy it. So if you are in school, you are doing something, keep on. Let the passion keep on burning within yourself, and make sure you water it, make sure you nurture it, make sure that everything you do everything you want to do about music. But if you are in school, don't drop out. Remain in school, finish whatever you are studying, then afterwards.
And if you need to work, don't quit your job.
Don't quit your job. Okay. Don't quit your job. Maybe at a later stage when you think, okay, now I'm good with everything, I can stop working, you can, and then concentrate on music only. But as it is where you are, relax.
Relax. Take it
Tekanya
easy.
chabe.
Tekanya chabe. But anyway, time is not on our side, unfortunately. So just in winding up, what's your word of advice to people that follow you, people that have enjoyed your music so far? What word of advice do you have for them? And of course, not forgetting people that are aspiring to get into the music industry.
Wow. So to people that are supporting what we are doing, we want to say thank you. And I want to say, please continue with the support you are giving us and keep on sharing our works and keep on being within our grounds. We really appreciate what you are doing. You know, supporting somebody is not really easy, but thank God so far. Look at what we have done just through your support, by your support. Just look at where we are today. This is really good. For that one who is aspiring to do gospel music someday, I just want to encourage you to be strong, because I know that it's not really easy. It's never easy. The journey to your dream is never easy.
Exactly.
But that does not mean you will not reach where you want to be. You will always reach. There's a point where you'll be where you want to be. So I'm just encouraging you to keep on being disciplined, because it's one role that will get you where you want to go. Always remain disciplined. Don't divert what you believe in. Believe in what you believe in. Remain disciplined. Remain alert to your environment and keep on improving day by day. When you fail, don't ever stop.
Amen.
Rise up.
Okay.
Rise up.
All
Keep
right.
on praying. We are behind you. We are with you.
And now finally, where can we reach you if you want to get in touch with you?
Well, if you want to get in touch with me personally, I'll give you this line.
No lines. That's social media platforms.
Fine. So on social media, we're running a page, Chivamba SOZ. You get us there, Chivamba SOZ. Then you can download my music. On the internet, is all over. Just type Chivamba SOZ. You can download Umwe Wandi, you can download Tuchenjele, you can download any song you want. Nimwebo Lesa. You can download all these songs.
Okay. No, thank you so very much for coming through. On the Weekly Gospel, we surely wish you all the best. And every time you have music videos, please don't forget to send us those songs, those videos, and we'll do as wise.
Wow, right? Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. And to the viewers, thank you for staying with us up to this far. Those that have been leaving their comments on our Facebook page, thank you so very much. Those that have been texting us, we appreciate you and we love you. We see everything. Only that we can't, you know, like reply to everybody, but we appreciate your love, your comments, everything, guys. We appreciate. Thank you so very much. On behalf of the entire production crew of Camnet TV, this is all we have to say. Our goodbyes. Be sure to catch us again next week, same time, same place. For now, we leave you in the hands of Chibamba with a song titled Nimwebole. So I will see you next week. Keep it locked to Camnet TV. You know, we're not just another channel. This has been the amazing Katamanda. See you.
Nimwebolesa fue banatwa imya. Nimwebolesa fue banatwa imya. Mwelesa, we worship you. Mwelesa, we worship you.
Nimwebolesa fue banatwa nimya. Nimwebolesa fue banatwa nimya. Mwelesa. There is none like you. You are God alone, invisible, yet you are ever present. Wherever you are God alone. Jehovah Shalom, Yahweh, there's no one like you, Lord. Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Shammah. Although the fig tree may not blossom, even the vines fail to produce fruit, the labor of the olive may fail. We will rejoice in the Lord. We will lift the name of Jehovah. Wawa Pama Kasaya.